Uh-oh, forgot to turn the thing around. You're looking at the ceiling. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hello, and welcome to part 9 of the Beginner's Junk Journal series. We are going to be making some more embellishments today to put into the journal that we are making using the free kit that I made available back at the beginning of this series. And if you're looking for that, the information for that is in the description box. You'll want to look at the details video. It's available in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. And so, yeah, so I put together the free digital so that we would all have the same thing to be working with, at least for that part. It is 22 files of pages and ephemera, and it's really fun, and that's what we've been using. So, hello. Wow, we got a bunch of people already here. Hello. Okay, so hi Cindy, hi Marianne, hi Sharon, Lynn, Kelly, Lioness, Melinda, Sonia, Derry. I think I saw Bonnie, Nashwa. Welcome. Couple of names that I haven't seen before. Welcome. So today on my way into the craft room, I picked up, and I'm not positive I'm going to use it, but out of that stack of greeting cards that that lady gave me, there was this card, and it kind of goes along with what I've been doing. So I think I might be using that today. I did pick up a couple of different pieces of fabric, and so I want to look and kind of get an idea of which one will look best. I just found these alphabet stickers and a heart sticker, but then there's some negative there. So the first thing we'll do while we're waiting for people to, oh, thank you, 22 files of wonderfulness, is I made up this little tuck. And so I thought we'd make one of those. Again, the book paper, I have already got my book paper. It's been trimmed today because I was in here playing a little bit earlier. It's been raining, and I'm so proud of Chip. It was actually pouring. Chip has found that he can get out of the rain by going into the bike port. So yay, hooray for Chip. I went to go get him to bring him in, and he was in the bike port, and he loves the rain, but he apparently doesn't love the pour. So okay, so I have my book page cut. It's all even, and I've gone ahead and I'm pulling one of the sides of the pages down. Okay, so pulling the side of the page down, and then it's like, do I remember how I did this? Don't you hate, well, you guys probably don't do things like forget how you made something. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this corner up. Okay, so I'm folding it all the way up to this edge. Now I remember, sort of. Okay, so fold it up to this edge. Okay, and so that gives us like a sailboat sail. Okay, so that is what we've got there. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it apart, and I'm going to go ahead and find a pair of scissors. There's a pair of scissors. Okay, so I'm going to come on this one. Okay, so this is my outside point. This is the inside point. I'm going to go ahead and come in to this inside point and I'm going to cut it in, but then I'm going to have to come back over here and cut it more anyway. Okay, so I'm going to cut along, kind of along this edge. And I'm actually going to glue that down, and that'll become like a little tuck pocket because I like pockets. Hi, and thank you. Oh my gosh, my sister was left-handed, and my mom was really good at teaching people that my mom was right-handed, but she could teach things really, really good to those that were left-handed. My youngest son, Jeff, he was left-handed until he went to school and discovered that he did things different than others. So he decided to go ahead and be right-handed. That's what he decided to do. Okay, so now I have, this is what I've got. I've taken that little place, folded it under, so now I have a little pocket here when I close this. Okay, so when this is closed, I have this little pocket that I can put stuff in. You know what, let's go ahead and close the hole. Okay, because remember, I like, well, this is going to be too big to go in there, but I like little pockets that I can put things in. So if you don't, just close it. It's all good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold my piece back over and fold it back up. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and, now if you want your pocket this way, I guess it doesn't matter, but we're going to go ahead and the whole thing is I wanted to make this, I've seen the tucks where it can be a pocket and it's up, but I wanted it to have a curve just to be different, because when I put it in the journal, I'll glue it here and here, and that'll give me that tuck spot also. So now if I want this to go, it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead, it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay. So there we go. And we have a fun little, it's an ice cream cup tuck. Looks like an ice cream cone. I'm a little tired today, so I might be a little silly. I actually went back to bed this morning. I get up at, well, right now it's nice because his commute isn't as bad, so we get to get up at 4 instead of 3:30. But I was tired, so I went back to bed. Okay, then I'm going to pull this. I'm just distressing this because since I started distressing things for this journal, I'm distressing things. If you're new to my channel, that might not seem like a really big deal to you, but I don't normally distress. But since this was a beginner's, and I did the other journal without distressing, and I figured I better distress a little. So I'm using this makeup brush that I got from Dollar General. And I know they have them other places, and some people have gotten them on Amazon and stuff like that. I just got mine at Dollar General when I was doing my grocery shopping at Christmas time. And I think I got some during the summer. But I have like 6 or 7 of them now. And yesterday I showed you how to use a cosmetic sponge. And remembered why I don't use a cosmetic sponge is because of I have a bad thumb, and it hurt. Just after doing one side of the card, it hurt. So there we have gone ahead and we have this ready. So in the journal, I can go ahead and just, place it, glue it in, and it will give me a pocket here, and a flip here. And it just happened, I did not do this on purpose. I would have if I'd have thought of it, but it's got blank paper right there that I can write on. So you don't actually lose any of the writing space. And of course I would probably put that on something that, well, I've got the whole thing upside down. Okay, so anyway, so we made that. So you can put that along with the other book page little pockets that we've been making. Those have been really fun. So another thing that is, yeah, that I hadn't either. And then I was like, well, it just looks so proper, right? It just looks so legal or, formal. And I was like, so I want to go ahead and do that. And I actually think I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. Or didn't I have something else I made that I wanted to put right here? I think I did. But I like putting things like this on the flap. I think that's a fun thing to do. Oh, here, I like this. I think it'll go right there. We still have a little room. Yeah. I'm going to put this in. Most of the elements we'll be putting in on Friday. I'll be going through and putting elements in and figuring out what other little things we might need. So this is one of the images from the digital kit right there. And I'm gluing this onto a calendar page, I believe. Oh, very good. Yep, I think that I think distressing would look really great with the pansy, either one of the pansy kits that are out so far, and the one coming. So this is upside down, so I think I'm going to go ahead. I want to cover that with something, you guys, because it's upside down, and that might not bother some people, but it will bother me. Let's see. We have this. Lose too much of it. That also was an image from the digital kit. I did cut up a bunch of the ephemera pages from the digital kit. No, but that could go in it. It would be... I'm sitting there now, I'm looking at that fabric going, maybe it's supposed to be fabric. There's the play money from yesterday. Yeah, so since the words are upside down, I'm going to go ahead and put something over it. And this could also be a pocket. I'm not going to make it a pocket, but it could also be another pocket. So if you're just joining us, this is part 9. And in the first, like 5 or 6 parts, we put together a journal out of a composition book cover. And as soon as we finish this one, we'll be moving on and making the journal using the, what am I making? I'm making a journal using cereal boxes. See, my brain, you guys. And I even went back to sleep and my brain is still really bad. So, and then we'll be able to put something in here and something here and a little thing in here and be able to write there. So I think that's a great little addition. And so, and we end up, we'll have two of those because I made one when I was playing and then I made one today. So there's that. Let's see. So another thing I wanted to show you, something that I learned a long time ago, and that would have been a perfect piece. I dropped it. Okay, so I cut out these hearts with my Cricut. I'm going to use that one. And I'll usually cut out quite a few of them. Oh, these will match. Put those. And anyway, I'll cut out quite a few of them and then I'm able to use them for a long time. And it's getting to be time that I need to cut them out again. And it's actually, it's a heart that was a part of one of the little elements that you build pieces onto. Okay, we'll just go ahead and grab some of the green paper. And so don't forget to look in the pieces of things from your Cricut to make things, because I really like this heart. So the other thing is, I think I want a book page. I want 4 hearts is what I'm going for. Okay, so I'm going to cut out these 2. And then I'll do those 2, and then I'll cut out 2 more. Oh, Susan, you don't have to withdraw. You don't have to withdraw. You can still hang out with us. It's okay. We understand and totally understand not having time. Because right now, either people have way too much or they have none at all. So totally, totally understand. But you're welcome to stay and to join us whenever you can. And show us what you do. And of course, the mini challenges, if you're able to do the mini challenges, I'm getting ready. I've got to do the drawings for all the mini challenges here pretty soon. So I have to make the, which you'll be getting for doing, for those that we get to celebrate. Okay, so just cutting out the heart a little bit on the inside of, I don't color in the lines real well, and I don't cut in the lines real well. Okay, so there we have another little heart. So that gives us 4. Okay. Okay, so then what I'm going to do with my heart is I'm going to cut it into 4 sections, and then we'll reconstruct it into 4 different hearts. And you can do this as simple as just cutting lines in your image, or you can cut pieces. And today I am going to cut there. And there. And there. Okay, so I'm going to use the book to go ahead and put, well, I'll put one, no, we'll put them all back together on book pages because it's like using blank pages. If I find the book pages. Oh, we can use the ones that are not cleaned up yet. Yay, 100%. All right. Okay, so so we're going to make 4 hearts. So there's one piece. I don't remember how these went. So it's going to be interesting. Well, here, let's put one back together. We'll put this one back together. It's a puzzle. Okay, so there, there, okay, so we've got a puzzle. We put one back together. Woohoo! Okay, so this is the top piece. Oh, it looks like a little mouse. I actually have a little mouse like that from my mom's from when they built the big, we call it the big house. Okay, so there's going to be that piece and that piece. And that piece. Okay. So then you just put it back together best you can. Okay, can't be. And don't use the same piece. Okay, so go with pink bottom down here. That piece there. Then we'll start bringing these over. This is when it gets tricky. Okay, so if I pull that down and then that there and that there. So that gives me 4 of these little patchwork hearts, and I can go ahead and I can glue them right onto the book paper, and then have them put together, or I can put them directly onto a page. I think I'm going to go ahead and just get them ready. So putting them onto this book paper. And then, of course, you can sew around these and, you know, make them look patchworky, especially if you're using them in a sewing journal or something along that lines, or a very country looking journal. But it gives you another, and okay, and I used the heart. You can use any shape. You can use even like just a circle and cut it into pieces and do this. If you're, you know, if you're doing a theme and you're doing ocean, beach theme, you could do a shell as your piece. The other thing is you can use your magazine page, a map, your coloring page, that kind of thing. You don't have to use scrapbook papers. So you can use items that you've been using in your journal already. And look at this, is going to look cool even as a page. to do 4 of them and put them on a page. It would also be really cute home decor. So it just takes a couple minutes to get them all glued down. I think the hardest part is figuring out who should go where. I can't see where there it is. There's a little ridge. So, but these will make great embellishments. We can even use one and make a paper clip out of it. So also you could use a digital image as one of your pieces. I think it's really kind of cool if you're trying to tell a story and to have things that match. I know a lot of you this month are doing not matching. Very eclectic journals. But even with that, you can do these, and you can do these and have them in your stash, especially if you have some ideas of what you're going to be doing. Maybe you're going to be doing some red, white, and blue. So you could do red, white, and blue and gold. Hi and bye, Maria. I really have to get the thing up here so that I can read. I should be able to do it. I've got my my table. I pulled a bunch of stuff off of it to see if I could work with it like it is. Okay, so this is just another little way to get something prepared so that you have things to use to make embellishments. quiet. I'm quiet. Oh, cool. Bye, Lois. What did he catch? I want to know more. I want a full report tomorrow. Bye. I love to fish. Love it, love it. You're very welcome, Bonnie. I saw that and I thought of you and I thought, well, if you need to know that, there's probably other people that need to know it too. So, yeah, one of my friends got a thing that to make, or she was making distilled water. And so I posted that because we all know the other day that Bonnie didn't have distilled water for her her machine. And uh-oh, did I do that upside down? There, goes that way. Get to talking, put it together upside down. Yeah, it could happen. So I saw that and was like, yay. Oh, he hasn't made it home yet. Well, and I was thinking because I saw a thing where there were hospitals that were running out of oxygen, and when my dad was home and sick, he had a little machine that made oxygen out of air, out of the regular air. It did take the other. It had some kind of canister too, I think. Okay, so I'm just cutting these out, and that way they're going to be thick and be really nice. But you see, then you could go ahead and go, sew it. I would probably sew it while it was still on the paper. But there you go. And again, you could do this using any of your papers. You could use your ledger paper and your map paper and your coloring book and put them together. And if you did that, you could have those and they could probably go, in anything that you made, because like with me, I almost always put green ledger, a coloring book page, a map page, and book page. So that, and then maybe this green paper that I'm going to be using for a while because it was in my mom's stuff, and it's really a pretty cool paper. It's like linen-ish, but really lightweight. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yep, I love to fish. It's camping is my favorite thing to do. Camping. I love to camp. But then I met Tom Fisher, and our yard and our house is like, we can camp in our backyard. We can, I mean, you can sleep out under the stars here. It's amazing. That is my favorite thing. My husband knows bad day, things going wrong. He'll go, you want to sleep outside? And instantly everything's okay. It's my magic. It's magic. So, but it's kind of really cool because We can have fire pit, roast marshmallows, all that kind of stuff, and still come in and sleep inside if we want to. Like right now when it's raining or too cold or whatever. So there we go. Okay, so there's, I'm not saving these. I'm not saving those. Okay, so one of the things that we can do with these hearts is make a paper clip, because you know how I love to make paper clips. So taking the patchwork one, and that'll be our front, and then taking a second one, and I'm going to take one that is something that I'm not using that often, like this really bright one here, and it can be the background because I can cut it if I need to cut it. Okay, so to do the paper clip, I'm going to go ahead and use my fabric tack. Okay, so while that's coming down, we'll go ahead and add our paper clip. I'm going to put the large side on the back of my paper clip and put the smaller side on the inside. Okay, and just like that. So this is going to be the back, this is going to be the inside. I'm going to go ahead and use my fabric tack to glue down the paper clip, and then I'm going to go around the outside. You can do this with hot glue, but just remember that the paper clip will get very, very hot. That's why I don't do it with hot glue anymore. And then just sandwich it together. Okay, and just like that, you have a heart. Okay, and then you can trim it up if you want to. Trim those edges. And then I still have a little bit of Georgia eyelash trim. This was gifted to me by Georgia. Hi Georgia, if you're out there. I sure miss seeing you out there. So it's wired and it's gold and I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up from under here. And there, and just twist it. I'll twist it once. But that gives me a little bit of gold. This will come off the top of a page probably. Okay, so we can also add some of our other fun little things to this, and I did cut out this cute little girl. Oh, you know what? See what I forgot to distress it, but you can see, I mean, it really does make a difference. So if you like to distress, I would highly recommend it. If you don't like to distress, that's okay, because I don't. But you never know. It's growing on me again. I stopped because it hurt my thumb so bad. And plus, I'm lazy. Okay, so we can just stick her on there. And yeah, we'll just put her on. You can raise her up on something else. But I'm going to put her up here on the book page. Okay. And then I think I'm going to add one of these that we've been using. They're bingo number markers. And I buy them at Dollar General, the bingo set, and it has cards and it has these, and I get them when the games are on sale. So not very often, but that gives me a really cute little paper clip that I'll be able to use in this journal. So next I have this, and I don't know yet if I'm going to cut these out, or I kind of like the clock, the watch might be kind of fun to cut out. Okay, so oh, we can pull out the green paper pieces. Here we have a music piece called The Bird in the Tree. This is part of the digital kit. And I know that we need some tags and things in this journal. I'm going to go ahead and just round the corners on this to start with. Okay, and then it's in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. That's where you find the free kit. It's in the files section, and they are JPEG or picture files. So you just go ahead and pull them down and print them. The thing is, if you're printing from your phone, and some of you may have already encountered this, it's going to print picture size. So if you're going to do something like that, you might want to switch it, make it into a PDF. Okay, there we go. Just make it look a little older. And I have the heart here, and my thinking here is to cover up where it says continued, because this was the second page of this song, and I used this one because it was a full page where the other one was only part of the page. I am going to also see if I can find one of the small pages. Oh, maybe on here. Okay. I want that, but I want it small. See if I have it smaller. There's that one. Could be that I don't have it smaller. I don't. That's okay. Plan B. Plan B. But it says the bird on the tree, so I want something that's a bird. So you know what? I think we can go ahead and use this. So this is another page. This is an ephemera page from the journaling kit. And these right here, these are all side by. So these two are side by side pages. These two are side by side. Those two are side by side. Also, you get them full size side-by-side pages. Okay, so if I had this cute little bird on the tree, I could go ahead and cut around. I'm just going to cut around this one leaf. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to fussy cut around all of this on the bottom. And I'm going to make my own little piece of ephemera to add to my heart using the digital kit. You could do something like this with something from the magazine. Okay. Okay, kind of like it there, and then I can put something else up there. So we'll go ahead and glue them down. What I'm using is I'm using the straight sides, like I showed you yesterday, to use the straight side along the straight side of something. I'm going to use the straight side of the heart here and line that up because his tail is missing. And then maybe we won't notice so much that his tail is missing because we lined it up on the side of the heart where it would have got cut off because it was being put on a heart. Okay, so there's that. And then I think this one we're not going to put any gold on, no eyelash trim. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll make a oh, that's cool. You're making 10 clusters out of your mom's stash. That's cool. Okay, so I have my double-sided tape ready. Go ahead and make my messy thread. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then around 3 fingers, and around 2 or 4 fingers. Then cut it. Then move it so that it's all centered. Twist it. And look at, I've got a little tiny piece today. There we go. And back to back. Your double-sided tape. Pull it off. And you can go ahead and put it onto where you're gonna put it down. Okay. You can fluff it. It doesn't have to stay like a bow. You can fluff it. And then we'll go and grab another one of these bingo things and put that on. And yeah, that'll be fine. Separate it so that it doesn't cover my bird. And there we go. That gives us another really cute little tag that I forgot to. So we'll cheat. We'll go around the edge of the bird. We'll just grunge everything up. Are you talking about a cover, was it Susan? Where'd it go? You guys just made everything go really fast. Oh, a folder. So she needs to know how to put her pics in an album. Okay, so in the group, you go to photos, you go to create album. It'll say photos, album, and then create album. And you go ahead and create an album, and your name needs to be in the title of the album. It can have your name and the name you're calling your journal. It can just have your name. It can have your name and March journal. But your name is very important because that's how I know that you finished. Okay, so if this was going into the journal, and then you can upload your pictures. Yes, Kelly's got it. She's got it. She's writing it there for you also. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so if we go to that one page, okay, so we're gonna put this in here, okay, and then it can go like this. Now, what I can do is this tag can also be a tuck. There's a couple ways of doing it. If I was going to put this in the middle, which on any other thing I would probably go ahead and put it in the middle and make it like a clipboard, but I really do want the bird in the tree to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put glue on the edge, and this will become a tuck that you can tuck something up in there if you want to. Okay. So I put the glue on the thing this time. Usually, I usually put it on the smaller thing that's going to go onto the... There we go. Yes, the mini challenges, they will go into the appropriate month. Like the one that I just posted yesterday, the part 1, that was on part 8 video, also had mini challenge in the challenge number 1. That's the mini challenge for April. So to post that, you'll need to be in the April A to Z alphabet junk journal challenge. That's where you'll post your April mini challenge. Okay. So, and it'll have a post inside the group that says mini challenge in the challenge number 1, post your pick here. Now, if you're looking for something in the groups, I haven't done this so much in the big group, the Scrap All About It group, but I have done it in the other ones. And for the last couple of months, I've been adding a topic. And so there's you go to, when you open the page and it has announcements. A lot of times you can find what you're looking for in announcements, but now with the elements and asking you to put your pictures in the elements so that people, I decided to do that so that it would be easier for people that were like going, I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure how that's supposed to look. And so we can all go look at the ombre oval tags, and everybody's ombre oval tags are in that same place. And so it's like, oh, this is like, this was so smart. So the way that you find them is you go to topics, and then I have posted topics, so that one of the topics is information and details. So when there's information or details, like the list or the welcome thing that tells you about the challenge, those will be in that topic. If you're looking for the mini challenge in the challenge, that'll be in that topic. If you're looking for the elements, all of the elements except for the letter, actually the letter E is even there, even though we don't know what we're doing for that yet. Or you don't know what we're doing for that yet. So you can go and you can find things. And I hope that has really helped help you all out. Oh, it's okay, Melinda, as long as it's got your name. If it's missing one of the extra names, it's going to be okay because I'm going to be able to type in the group and find you. That's fine. That's fine. I just need your name so that when I go to let you know that you're invited to the party or that you won something, that's how I'm going to get a hold of you to tell you. Aren't these cute? I think these are cute. I think these are really cute. So I think we should take our other thing that we made. Okay, so if I go this way, no. Well, it can be okay. It can fold, right? Wrong. Aha. If we make it a top tuck like this, okay? So this will go on the top of a page. There's an answer to everything. You can fix it. It's going to be fine. Okay. Yeah, so I hope those, that we've been doing this for a little over a year now. And so all these little things come up and it's like, okay, how can I make this easier? How can I make it so that we can all find these things easier? So a lot of the times you can just, except for the mini challenges and stuff like, you can hit announcement and it'll show up. But the mini challenge and the elements are going to be like that. And then the details and the rules, and that will be under information and details. And there's one more, but I can't think of what it is right now. So I think I have 4 topics this month. So that's in the April A to Z Alphabet Junk Journal Challenge. And make sure that you're looking for that and not the ABC Challenge, because that was last year's challenge. I did, because my mom passed away on March 31st, and I needed something that I could just not have to think about. And so I came up with the ABC Challenge with all of the elements were real easy last year. They were very plain, but it was already figured out, and I knew what my video was going to be every day. It actually worked out to be, it was a good thing that I had done the ABC Challenge for the month. Okay, you know what? I don't like that there. Of course, it could hang off the top like a paper clip would. That's what we'll do. It's going to hang off the top. But again, my letters are upside down. So I'm going to go ahead and come in and cover that. Okay. Thank you, Bonnie. So Bonnie is pasting the link to the group. And then Joyce is going to tell you that if you want to join the group, make sure you answer the questions. She is our gatekeeper, and if you don't answer the questions, you don't get in. And we do that because we've had people that didn't yeah. Anyway, we do that for all of our safety. Okay. So we look forward to seeing you over there in the group. It's really fun. There's a lot of activity right now. Bonnie has been posting amazing, fun, crazy things to keep our spirits light. Don't be afraid to ask for prayer requests in there. Yeah. So The only thing we don't do swapping with, you can swap within the group, but it's at your own discretion and your own risk. It's just, I don't have the time to oversee something like that. And so I recommend that you swap. Actually, to swap through a group is really the best way to go. And I used to swap with, and I still am in an amazing swap group called Swapper's Corner. And and that's how my YouTube paper crafting started, was because of that group. I just needed a place to be able to post. And I already had a YouTube. As a matter of fact, it was 9 years ago, sometime last week, that I posted my very first video, but it was not for anything. It was different. It was for something different. But I did post my first video 9 years ago this week. And it wasn't Dear Julie Julie. I wasn't Dear Julie Julie yet. Uh-oh. No room for ice cream. Okay, so here's my little top tuck. And this will come down. Now I'm going to want to probably put something in here that I can write on. If I don't, that's okay. And again, I probably would go along with the same idea of either the Georgia eyelash trim or the little messy thread. I like the messy thread. Look at there. You can see the white of the thread spool. It's okay. I've got more. I've got big spools of gold thread somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to cut a little piece of the double-sided tape. This is so much easier than trying to glue the messy thread down. This contains it. Works better when my thumb is working. There we go. Okay, so where do I want to? I think I'll go kind of right in the middle. And grab another. Okay, so that'll be a top tuck. So I'll be able to tuck up and tuck up in there. So that gives us 3 of the little fun things. And now I don't even see the other heart. So I guess you guys are in luck, and we'll go make something else. So we have this one that keeps showing up. So let's see, what could we do? I think I have the postcard. I have a couple of the postcards, so let's pull those out. Okay, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I have this postcard, and I really like the way all this looks. And you can barely see her address down here. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and make this into, I'm going to cut this, and it'll be a pocket. And it's really cool. Look at, you can see where these are antique. They're like, which this one, 1909 for this one. So I'm going to cut, and I'm going to cut this flower off, and I'll save it and use it somewhere else. I think we'll go all the way up like that. Okay, so just okay. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And this glue, you have a little bit of playtime, and since I forgot to distress it, go ahead and distress it real quick. And we'll glue it down. So this kit, you get 4 relatively blank postcards that you'll be able to use. And then you can go ahead and add what you want to them. Instead of me decorating all the postcards, you can decorate them. So this is one of the postcards from my original collection that I had. Okay. So that gives us another little card, and we can go ahead and add a little tab out of the fabric. Okay, and you can fray it, make it look a little more rustic. I'm going to put the tab on the side here, even though it might end up in something from the top. Okay, so this is another way of decorating a journaling card, and I'm just using staple to add that on there. I guess we should say. So, and then if you want to distress, as in making the postcard itself look old, because you'll see on some of the postcards the edges are just, you know, they're messed up. I have a little tool that you can use to do it, but you can also go along and just distress it with your fingernail and make it look And it works better after, I've seen it works better after you've distressed, because if it's still a little damp. Okay. Okay, and you can go ahead and just rough it up. And I'm telling you, that's what my postcards look like. They're roughed up like that. The ones that are that old. Okay, so there we have that. I don't know if I would, yeah, I wouldn't do it on there. And just break down the corners a little bit. Okay, so that is one of the postcards done up using one of the journaling cards. And then of course you're going to be able to come in and use something in that little spot, like maybe the little garden girl can go on something and go in that spot. And of course you can always decorate over here and add some other. We have another one of the little girls, but you could decorate that even more or add her up here if you wanted to. I kind of like that, just like it is. So let's see. I think we'll save this until we're actually working in the book and see where we could fit that. So, oh, okay. So another thing that we have is the lace and the lace. And what I would do is I would go ahead and rip these. Okay, so this is one of the journaling cards. And the lace actually looks like this. It's really discolored, this piece of lace. There we go. I think that turned out really cool. And then do the same thing for the other piece. So really, I mean, there's a lot of ephemera in this journal kit that you can make yourself using the pieces of the lace, cutting out the other little things. Okay, so those give us some other really fun things that we can use. Let's see, I did cut out the little tiny bird. The cord's coming to get me. Okay, so where is, I just had, there it is. I was going to say, I just had the little tiny piece of music. Oh, fabric scissors. Go back where you go. Okay, so we have the little tiny piece of music. And we can cut that. And let's distress it. Okay, so we've got it distressed. You can go ahead and distress the edges of it too. Don't be afraid. Okay. And this is cardstock here, so. Okay. Bigger page. Oh, well. This isn't interesting. I didn't want to leave this out, and it was already muted. So I went ahead and put it in the digital. As I've told you guys a million times, I like to tear things. Okay. Okay, that was a... So this is a lace tablecloth, just a manufactured lace tablecloth that I have taken apart. Oh, this is a whole piece. Okay, so, but I'm just going to cut a flower out of it. So maybe you have a stained manufactured tablecloth that you're like, what should I do with that? If you don't have it already coffee dyed, you can always distress it. So even if you're using like the purple or the blue, you can distress your doily so that it will match. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. It needs a... Okay, so making another messy thread. It doesn't take up a lot of space, so that's one of the things I really like about the messy thread. It's not bulky. It's a little bulky, but not super bad. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Then I've cut out the little tiny bird ephemera. I have some double-sided tape. Felt like a cat that had tape on their paws. It's like, ah! Well, I don't know what it feels like to be a cat with tape on its paws, but, you know, just from seeing a cat that got itself in a predicament where it had tape on its paws, that's what it made me think of. Okay, I'm using the fabric tack here because I'm going to be tacking it to fabric. Okay, put it on there. I think I'm going to go ahead and have it glue at the top here. Like it's an ornament, kind of, sort of. This is no fair. It's like, and I haven't been able to get fabric tack anywhere. I'm going to have to, it's like, I'm getting down to the very bottom. I bought that fabric adhesive at Walmart. And so we'll be trying that here pretty soon. So there's this, and then I can add this into the journal as a a tuck or a pocket. And there we go. So let's see, what did we get made? We got this cool postcard, and I showed you the distressing idea. And then, oh, we forgot to, see, we forgot to, it does make a difference on these. Okay, so this gave us some more embellishments. There we go. And let's see, we still have some postcards to use. That little flower. Okay, so I showed you the patchwork heart. And I showed you how to make this little tuck. So this one is from that direction. Don't want to lose those. We did a patchwork paperclip, patchwork heart paperclip, and this little tuck that we can then put something up into that corner. Okay. Oh yeah, we tucked, I was like, where's our other tuck? Hi Trina, welcome. Okay, so we put that on here. So here's our other tuck that we made. This one's already put onto one of the pages, and that'll just come up. And remember, we've got this little pocket that we'll be able to put something in. Okay, so that's in there and done. And yeah, this journal is pretty eclectic. We've got colors, a variety of colors. We've got butterflies and kids catching butterflies. So I think that's what we made today. So we did the 2 flip pockets. We made the hearts, the patchwork hearts, the postcard, and this also has a tuck in it. This little dilly bobber, this one that has the tuck up here, and this. And so I think that's all we did. Wow, that's all we did. Okay, so we still have several pieces of ephemera from the digital kit that we can use. And then if you weren't here yesterday and you're interested in the mini challenge and the challenge, this is the mini challenge and the challenge. We made a bank envelope, so double pocket bank envelope and a single pocket coin envelope. And then you need to fill them. And so you'll want to watch that video. That was part 8. And at, what is it at, Kelly? I think like at 35 minutes or, yeah, at 35 minutes-ish is when I decided it should be the mini challenge and the directions are there. And then I show you how to make these in the video. Oh, that's extra. Okay? So that is part of the April A to Z Alphabet Junk Journal Challenge. The mini challenge and the challenge is part of that. And I just couldn't, I needed to make a lot of videos. I was like, yeah, this would be a good challenge. I think we'll just make it the challenge. So, oh yeah, we did, I showed you ripping the lace pieces out and then adding the distressing, and I think that works out really, really good. And then you can even come in with your fingernail and distress it a little more. So that's what we got today. We are working on this journal, and then when we get this one done, we'll go back and we will stamp and stencil. This is the journal that we made in the first 6 parts, I think, of the video, and you see that none of this is distressed. It's very bright. It is using things that you probably can find around your home in some way, shape, or form. It's a calendar, a music page, notebooks, note papers, things to do pad, a coloring book, a ledger, a gift bag. So the cover was a gift bag on top of a composition book. And then we made our fluffy tassel and just added a single tie. So we're going to go ahead. We'll be stamping and stenciling in this maybe this weekend, maybe first of next week. And and then we are going to be ready to do our hardcover book using the cereal boxes. So if you haven't watched the details video for this series, in that details video, I told you to find 2 cereal boxes that are the same size, and we're going to be making a cover for a hardcover journal out of that. Then we'll also be taking apart a book, and I have decided I'm just going to use this little book, this little date book, and I'll be taking this apart and turning it into a journal. And because the magazine pictures that I have right now and the calendar that I have like right here, right now, are so amazing that I thought we could do that. So, yeah, if you'd like to join the April alphabet, or April A to Z, A, the number 2, Z, Alphabet Junk Journal Challenge, the information is in the description box down below. The details video, so you watch the details video and follow the bouncing ball. I will be live tomorrow at 3:35 and Friday at, whoa, can you hear that? And Friday at 2:35. My neighbor got a new truck. Apparently it's really loud. So tomorrow at 3:35, Friday at 2:35. Friday might be short because it's not going to take him that long to get home. So, yeah. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope you're enjoying this Beginner's Junk Journal series. Even if you're not new, I hope that I've come up with some ideas that either refreshed ideas that you already knew about, or helped you expand on something that you've thought about before. And especially that it's got you making stuff and keeping you busy. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't get your double-sided tape stuck to your box. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I am live and when I put up another video. And I just uploaded, I still have to do all the text on it, but I have the letter M will be coming out in just a few minutes. So watch for that. So have an amazing day. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to try really hard to get this computer over here so that I can read what you guys are writing. Or if I can find another, the iPad's, if I could find its cord, then I could put the iPad there and that would work. So thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Stay safe. Stay safe. Bye. Bye-bye.